Welcome to Sam's Russian Adventures. I'm Sam, an English guy living in Vladimir in Russia. And how about this for a statistic? The price of countryside houses, individual houses, has gone up by 20% this year. 20%. Russians are looking to invest into something. They're perhaps worried about putting money into the bank. They want to put money into something and invest it. And so therefore the price of countryside houses has risen and is predicted to continue to rise. So in our town we've got this place, it's called Tandem, and this place is loads and loads of shops and kiosks selling everything to do with building material, from swimming pools to furniture, from lights to carpets to bolts, absolutely everything. Now this place is expanding and expanding. Just behind here we've now got some big multinational chains selling everything, you know, furniture, from everything you can think of, right, in one big whole place. But we've also got lots of big buildings with loads of small kiosks inside. So I thought, why don't I today go walk around them? Now, I'm going to warn you, a lot of the places might just kick me out. They might not want me to go inside. They might just say, no, can't film, get out of here. So let's see what happens. Just going to walk around. I'm going to do it under the guise of building a house, because obviously I'm building a house anyway. So I will just say that I'm building a house and looking for materials. So this is the first building. Let's just go inside and see what's on offer. It's got everything from everything. We've got all the electronics here. Spades, shovels, right? All the electronics. I'm not going to go into the electronic shops. That can be another video. Just going to walk around this place and just kind of have a glance at everything that's available. Here, as you can see, we've got fireplaces. And we've got these things. Now these things are for cooking in Russia. It's a really amazing thing. I'm going to try and remember the name. Как называется это, Петр?
Tandem.
Tandem, да, спасибо. And so look, it asks you not to touch, but basically you lower the food inside it and it cooks it like an oven, and it's boiling hot, so it's great for cooking meat. Or спасибо. And so these ones here, these are like mini ones, as you can see. The flame goes inside there and then you cook on top of it. Look, interesting, right? Russians love their barbecues and things. Now here we've got all the bolts and stuff. Don't know anything about this stuff at all, but door handles and things. Levelers. This is more Countryside Acres territory than mine. And what else have we got? We've got lights. Now this, I'm not ready for this yet, nowhere near ready, but perhaps we'll go and have a look inside and see what lights they have here. I know what lights I want in my house. Oh, these are pretty nice though, in the garden, right? Now it's really dangerous for me to be inside this because I'm so tall and I'll hit my head on the lights. Look at these, some really cool ones. And like these are really nice. And these ones as well. I like the kind of old style stuff. That's really cool as well, isn't it? So for my house I'm going for industrial. And so yeah, it's really dangerous. I'm having to duck down in case I hit my head on any of them. Some really cool lights. Have you had any of these types of lights? Look at these ones, almost like Turkish style. So these wooden benches are very traditional Russian style kind of stuff. Usually you're finding these in like banyas and places like that, or obviously wooden houses. And let's go further down and see what we find. We've got a Roman emperor here, look. And here we've got some rugs, and it's more rugs than carpets. Although, who uses carpets anymore? Do you have a carpet in your house? And we've got types of laminate flooring. There's no point me really looking at all the prices and stuff, because obviously there's going to be expensive ones, there's going to be cheap ones. This is the cheapest of the cheap type of flooring. Linoleum it's called. So in my house I'm not going to actually have tiles or this laminate flooring. I'm just going to go for polished concrete, because as I said, it's going to be in the style of kind of industrial for Michelinist. So what have we got up here? We've got loads of tiles, loads and loads of tiles. Tiles for the floor, tiles for the wall, and then we've got showers. I want one of these kind of walk-in types of showers. You can give yourself some room to do your thing in there, do your business. These are the worst for me. Often when you rent a house out somewhere, I mean, it's good in theory, but I'm too tall for it. So I would prefer it if this was all one. These things are really great, but I'm too tall for them. I can't get in them. I'm going to get myself a jacuzzi for the street. It's called a chan. Do you enjoy looking at all this stuff? I think you enjoy it more, don't you, when you're purchasing a house yourself, or you're renovating a house and you're interested. All of these sinks and mirrors, I'm going to go for a really big one, because I like that kind of old Soviet style. Let's have a look down here. Something maybe like this size, but still I want bigger than that. Let's see what we've got. Perhaps a metal one, maybe like that one there. So it'd make a good video if I went for a poo, wouldn't it, in one of these? Just said I was testing it out and decide to go for a poo. I mean, how do you choose a toilet? Blimey, how do you get to that stage where you're choosing one? About a black toilet? There's a couple of cool toilets here. Look at this one. And what about this for a toilet? Wow, very jazzy. Have you ever had these taps, the black ones? What do you think? Would they get dirty or look dirty, or would you see your fingerprints on them? What do you think? What kind of taps have you got at home? I guess these are bidets, aren't they? Do you use a bidet? So on the first floor there's an electronics shop, and there's a shop selling carpets and stuff again, but I thought we'd head on over to the second building. There's loads in there, loads, it's packed. So down the sides of the main buildings we've got smaller buildings as well, small individual shops. Let's go and look in some of them. So this is the first one we're going inside. Let's have a look. We're going to get chucked out a few of these definitely, but we can go in and have a look, can't we? They can only tell us to leave. All the different types of sidings for the house. Now this one is similar to the one that I have on my house, isn't it? It's very cool. We've got all the different types that they're selling here. It's very interesting. The kind of fake bricks. Now these are all the things that you put on the side of the house to make, well, it look like you've got bricks or whatever. Not really much for sale. I bet you can order loads of different stuff. I've just got a few examples and things on the wall, and then some examples of some different roofing. And so it says here siding and soffit. I don't even know what that is. Facade panel, so that's the panels for the side of the house. And it might be that it's the same company. Let's go and have a look. So I did ask if I could film in here before. So you got all of these different parts of the drainage system that I've got no idea about them. If you know about drainage, then you'll probably know. And then we've got all the types of, I guess, different brick image for fake bricks for the side of the house. Are these things popular where you are? Do you recognize any of these names even? Grand Line, I know this one. Grand Line's a very famous one. I know nothing about building at all. And look, if you pull these out, they've got all the different styles inside. That's pretty good, isn't it? So you can just come and look which one you want. Don't know if they have that all over the world. I've got no idea. So I've come to this shop here that's selling all these doors, and I've chosen a door I'm going to show you in a second. How do you pick a door? All these fancy different doors, eh? So I've just purchased 2 of these doors, look, 14,700. Should we have a look what's inside them? Oh, no one in there. And so the door that I picked is just like a temporary door, just while we're doing the building process, because the doors that I want are actually looking like bunkers. Interesting little balcony up here. I wonder what it's for. So some of the shops that are just kind of selling bolts and glue and cement, kind of a bit awkward filming in there. You kind of walk in and say, I've got a YouTube channel, making a video, and they're like, no, just no. But this one, I want to go inside because they're selling pitch, so they're selling ovens and chimneys. And you can see in here they've got the old Russian teapots in there and stuff. I think they're going to have a lot to do with banyas, so let's go and have a look. So let's have a look in this shop. I just had a nice chat with the owners and they're really cool. They're letting me film, so look at these different grills. I mean, this would be great to heat the house. Look how cool it is, like old-fashioned style. I'm not going to pretend I know much about this, so I'm going to murder any descriptions or anything that I talk about. Again, here we've got barbecues, and we've got these tandiers again. So check out this. So the wood here, it smells really nice, and so when you're in the banya and it's all steaming hot, the smell and the aroma is going to come out into the room, and it's incredible. We just look here, we've got all these different things for the banya. So in the banya, when you go inside a Russian banya, sauna essentially, it's really hot. So you need to wear a hat so you can stay in, because your head is the first thing that gets warm. And so let's have a look at some of these hats. Now, I've bought some of these hats before for different people. I actually bought this one for my friend Roma, and he lost it. And I've bought this one as well. I might have to get a couple more, because I'm always giving banya hats as gifts, because they make really good gifts, don't they? What do you think is a funny one? Let's have a look. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Sailor's hat. I bet that would make a good one, although it won't really protect your ears that well. Oh, it might do a little bit. And so these are for, well, you basically sit on them inside the banya, because the actual benches are really hot. So you need these to sit on to keep your bum cool. And then we've got all the different hooks and stuff for when you go inside the banya and you take your clothes off. Here you see on this one it actually says banya, whereas up here it says in Russian sauna. Let's see what else we've got. So when you also go inside the banya, what you're going to do is you're going to take these birch leaves and you're going to soak these birch leaves in water for a while inside perhaps one of these, and then you're going to use it to actually hit yourself to get the aroma out of the leaves and to clean the skin, because in the past the banya actually came about from people who used to go there to wash essentially. Obviously now it's not about that. And then these here, so these will be containing the water that you would then pour onto the hot rocks to heat and get the steam out of the banya. Then over here we've got thermometers, and these you just hang them on the wall basically, and you can see the temperature of the banya, get it up to the right temperature that you want it. And we've got different types of flavors that you can, I don't know if flavors the word, but you pour these onto the rock and you'll deal with different aroma each time. And here we've got some different signs. Like this one says Parnaya, which is basically a steam room. Got the sauna. It's really cool. Different signs and stuff, different ways to make your banya really nice. So that shop is called Banni Dill, so the things for the banya, right? And it's just here, right at the entrance at the beginning of Tandem, and I recommend you to come in here, get things that you need for the banya, and get a hat. I always get loads of different hats from here, and I'm always giving away different hats because they're a really nice gift for any Russian man, really. So I don't know if there's any need to go in here because it's just another shop selling tiles. And you know, we obviously can look at tiles all day long, but is this interesting for you? If it is, tell me and I'll come back and I'll make another video. Again, we've got more of these facade things that you stick on the side of house to, you know, make it look different. And then in here, what have we got? Oh, we've got all the kind of insulating things. I don't know, is this really going to be interesting for me to go in and film in there? Next in here, we've just got all the kind of like general kind of tools and things. And then in the shop next to that, we've got light switches and stuff like that. Shall I go inside and have a look? We haven't looked at any light switches yet. Should we go and look? So look at all the stuff they've got in here, and it's really cool. These people are being nice and letting me film. I never expected. I thought I would get chucked out of so many shops. So we got loads of spades and instruments, and I wish I knew more about them so I could tell you if these instruments are good or not. I'll just maybe look at a saw. Look at this saw. This is costing $4 or $6.30, or I've got another one there that's costing $20. I've got no idea if these are good saws or not. That one looks really cool, doesn't it? I mean, it's like a machete look. Oh, machete, and it's costing about $10 for machete. If we look at some of the names, we've got Stayer, JCB. I don't know if these are originals or what. We've got this one, Volkshammer. So I don't know if these are good things to compare or not. When it comes to building, I know the kind of like door, window, things like that, the big things, furniture, but I don't really know anything else. These are things for plastering up there, look. No idea what these things do at all. I guess it's something to do with a drill, but I don't know. We've got some toolboxes, and then all the different types of bolts and stuff. No idea about quality of bolts at all. So I just had a bit of an hour break as I took a phone call from a foreign person who's looking to move to Russia. It's gone a little bit darker now, but let's continue the video. So probably what I'll do with these smaller shops, I will just tell you the things they're selling instead of going in and out of every one of them, and then we'll head over to the big ones. So in Vladimir we have these, or in Russia we have these, they're called gazelles, and it's like a tow, truck that you can fill things up with. They're really cheap, and they're really accessible. You know, you can call one and they'll come within half an hour. So second floor, windows, fireplaces, story beat, I'm guessing are just all the things to do with nails and all that kind of stuff. Story, curtains, dviri, doors. Kotli is boilers. So energomash is like energy, lighting and stuff like that. What else have we got? There you go, loads of lights and different types of lighting. Dviri again. And this is Odni, which means like the main door, and между комнаты, which is like between rooms. So interior doors and exterior doors. Center krasok, so the center of paints. Building materials. This is pretty explanatory. So down here are the storage units, look, for all these little shops. So over here it says Mebel Center, which is a furniture center. And this guy, I come to him for wood. I'm gonna go and say hello to him now. Привет! Как дела? Отлично, спасибо.
Здравствуйте.
Что-то холодно сейчас стало, да?
Нет, сейчас
Да,
нормально.
да, да. А, я не знаю, руки у меня холодные.
Нет, сейчас
Ладно,
нормально.
да.
Утром был немножко мороз.
Это ваш магазин? Ну я просто стою, снимаю блог о жизни. So I've come in the side entrance to a shop, and it's just really weird. The guy was like, "What are you filming in?" I was like, "Is it your shop?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Well, what's the problem?" Anyway, so this is a brand new shop, and they haven't quite filled it yet. But you can see it's all a lot more professional. Here it says kraska.ru, so that's paint.ru, the site, and you can see they're kind of just, you know, starting with this business in here. We've got all the different fireplaces again. Those are different things to do with that. Look, we've got the Tandem again and the things for the banyas. I do like the black. I think it looks pretty nice. And I used to work at McDonald's, and we had one of these you could take out and you can spray and clean things. It is very good. What do you think of these radiators? Here he's saying that this one, how much it's costing, different prices depending on the, depending on what, I don't even know really. In Roma's house he had this one, the black one, the video that I uploaded the other day. So there you go, the price here. This will be about $300. Is that good or bad? Let me know. I think the showers in black also look really good, don't they? What do you think? This one would be 72, so this one would be about $700. This one about $800. So as I'm walking through here, there's one thing that I've noticed. It's completely dead. I mean, it's been dead everywhere, right? But there's literally no one here. I'm just kind of walking around on my own, which is a bit strange. So here we are inside the furniture part. This is kind of more my thing. I know a little bit more about. I like these seats. So look, this table would cost what, $5.50, so it's what, about $50 for this table. I don't know if that's good or bad. What do you think? Is anything that stands out to you here that you'd like? This is quite nice, isn't it? This is costing what, about $230 for this table. So this is a lot nicer to walk around in, isn't it? How about this? This looks really cool. Like a really rich family to have one of these. So I don't know if you'd just be able to take the table or whether you'd have to order one. And these are just the examples. Loads of different furniture. I can't wait till I get to the stage where I can just come and pick the furniture. We've got tables for as far as the eye can see, just all the way down there, just more and more tables. Now I've seen some chairs that I like the look of. Let's go and have a look at them. Okay, so this sofa, let's have a look at it. Starting price is $680. Now I like these. These are really nice, aren't they? In the red and the green, you're talking $87 for that one and $93 for that one. But again, you'll notice I am the only person in here. I've got a few people working in here, but I am the only person in here, which is really weird. Which of these do you like? Or would you like a mixture of all of them? So in this shop we've got all the things you need for the water or the septic. I'm not going to go and have a look because I don't know what I'm talking about, just kind of flying by and showing you it. These things seem to be everywhere, don't they? These are Facade, fake bricks and stuff. I love how it's all painted black up here. It's really cool. That's my kind of thing, kind of loft style. And wow, we've got a second floor. Blimey, what else could be going on up there? Should we go up this one that's not moving? So the lifts are interesting because they only start moving once you get all the lifts. The escalators only start moving once you get nearer to them. It's interesting. What have we got up here? Blimey, we've got another whole world of furniture going on. Blimey, so much to see. I could spend, oh my word, we've got beds, a world of beds, loads and loads of beds. And this is Sauna, the famous mattress company, the company that built Dobrograd. And we'll just have a little look, because I'm just really showing you the amount of things that are available more than anything. And there's a lot available, right? An awful lot. So if you're foreign and you move to Russia, you can just come here and pick your bed, and you don't have to worry about actually speaking any Russian at all. We've got the balloons here because they've only just opened, you see. Blimey, and look how far this place goes. It's huge, absolutely huge. I could be walking around this place for ages, right? Is this video getting boring? I don't know. Do you fancy a pink bath? This one I really like up here, look. It's nice and big. And you can see there's a message here saying we're at the warehouse, call the number. And look, they've left the suites out here. Could steal them all. This is a pretty cool thing, isn't it? Place for your iPad and your drinks. So all of this flooring again, and more flooring. If you'd like to see something in particular in more detail, then I can come back here, just let me know. Got all these different styles of lights. You could really make your house look really vile by kind of combining all of these things together, couldn't you? Imagine you just get all of these different lights and put them all in your house. Huh. I like this. This is pretty cool. This one here, it's kind of like old factory style. I think that's pretty nice. Not really a fan of any of these types of things, to be fair. Whoa, extremely bright. And so tiles and tiles and tiles for as far as the eye can see, and taps and taps and taps. And I'm afraid to tell you this, guys, if you thought that this was near the end of the video, well, there's another 3 massive centers here selling all of these things as well. Do you really want to see it all? And we've got something here selling things that's a little bit different, fabrics and wallpapers. And some more wallpapers there. And some more wallpapers here. О, привет!
Здравствуйте!
Как дела?
Прекрасно.
Ты что здесь покупаешь или продаешь?
Дела, всякие бумаги.
Молодец, молодец.
А ты чё?
So that was cool to unexpectedly see my friend who was here on some business, no idea what business, but he was here on some business. So now we've made it back down to the first floor, and the first floor again is loads of individual shops. So let's have a look in some of these shops, and then we'll go to some of the huge companies that are selling everything. Maybe we won't have time today, I don't know. So here we've got a really huge lighting shop, but I've got to be really careful because a lot of them are really low down, and I don't want to hit my head on anything. But they've got so many cool things in this shop, so many cool things. Здравствуйте. Я лишний блок снимаю, просто я дом построю и ищу материал. Спасибо. And so we got so many cool lights. Ha. but I'm so nervous walking through here. I'm like half bending down, hunched over. What about this one? What kind of lights do you like? These kind of things look very kind of Soviet. They should maybe be in a theatre or something like that. I've got everything you could possibly think of in here. But have they got the one that I want? The style that I want? I doubt it. I'm going to show you where you can find the style that I want. I'll give you the link to the website. Now, this is cool. That's something maybe that's more for me. Oh, blimey, so many interesting things, but what do you think? Are you interested? Or are you getting bored of me just walking around and showing these things? So I found something that I like, look. It's not got the right time though. The security guard is looking at me through the window, and he's been kind of following me around a little bit since he found me. He's hanging around by the door now. Здравствуйте.
Извините,
Ага.
простите, а вы с какой организации?
Нет, я не из организации.
А у нас, вы знаете, на тандеме у нас съемка запрещена.
So I've just had the typical conversation with the security guard, who says that I'm breaking the law, I'm not allowed to film in these places, and I told him I am, and went around in circles, and I'm carrying on filming. Check out these things, these are really cool. It's so individual, it's really nice, isn't it? And that's brilliant. Wow, I would like to just walk around these shops, but I'm getting the feeling of awkwardness because the security guard is just kind of hanging around next to me. He's literally behind me now as we speak, so I'm gonna leave. Unfortunately, I feel pressure to leave this place, and well, there you go. So I came outside because the security guard was just kind of like following me around, and it was a bit weird, it was a bit awkward. Yeah, you know, the security people in places like this, they think that the law says that you can't film in these places, and you just say to them, well, no, it's a public place, I know the law and I can film, and I've asked permission from everyone whose shop I've been in if I can film, and they've all said yes. But this is just what happens here, right? If you don't have a camera, yeah, walk around all day, everyone's going to be great, but if you've got a camera, unfortunately, people are going to tell you to turn the camera off, tell you to leave, tell you somehow you've broken the law. That's just how it goes. Now, if I go up here, there's loads of stuff to do with building companies. Perhaps I'll go and film that another day. And this is very interesting, extremely interesting, because this, lots of meat, is a kiosk from the same place that I got chucked out of for filming a couple of days ago. That's very interesting. Should we try and go in there and see what they say? That is really interesting. Let's go for it, why not? What are they going to say? They're going to kick me out of here as well. This will be interesting. So this is how it works, and it works like this a lot, right? So I went to the shop, I spoke to the lady was really nice and kind. I told her the situation. I told her I was, you know, kicked out of the main shop in my village, and they said they were going to call the police. And she said, let me call the director, and she spoke to the director, and the director said, well, of course he can film, it's a shop, it's no problem, tell him to come and film whenever he wants. And that's the thing, I know I'm allowed to film, the law says I'm allowed to film, but quite often you'll get someone that has gatekeeper syndrome, and they will hate you. They will tell you they're calling the police, they'll do anything to get you kicked out of there. They'll shout at you and everything, and it's really frustrating because you're within your rights to film, but that's just kind of how it goes.